Hey, good morning. I'm back. I stopped posting for a little while after my 100, licking my emotional wounds. I'll be honest, it was a little bit hurtful not being able to finish. That's not something that I do. Typically, I finish what I sell for. This is my first DNF at a race, but you know what? You challenge your limits. You test what you're made of. If you're never failing, you're not pushing yourself hard enough. So, or at least not testing where your limits truly are. Beginners just need to get out there, but when you're experienced and you've been at it a while, you want to see what you can do. And that day I came up a little short, learned a lot, but the big thing is there's a little bit of hunger still inside of me. So someday I'll go back and do that. But I wanted to get back on here because today I did a sprint workout. I did 13 intervals of 45-second faster runs with 2 minutes of walking in between, and I felt really good. I felt really good today. And I've been running here and there, and well, not here and there. I've been getting consistent again after I took some time off. But this was the first run I felt like myself again, and that was good. And while I was running, I was thinking two things that I think are helpful. The first one, I was doing a sprint workout, 45-second intervals. When my watch would go off to let me know the next interval was coming up, it gives me like 5 beeps, like 5 seconds before the interval starts. That's when I would start easing back into my run. If you go into the sprint cold, those first couple steps going from 0 to 60, that's where your risk of injury is. That's where you're risking pulling a hamstring. So ease into the interval, even if it eats into your recovery a little bit. If you absolutely need those last couple seconds of recovery, we're probably not giving you enough recovery time. So you should feel ready to go and easing into that run. So when the beep goes off to start the interval, especially those short intervals, you want to make the most of every second there. Ease into it and get going. The other thing I was thinking about is the phenomenon of floppy feet, as I call it. And what I'm describing there is whenever I finish that interval and I transition to my recovery and I'm walking, instead of my feet pushing me along the ground, they kind of flop around side to side, maybe twist a little bit. That's a product of being a little fatigued and my body trying to find ways to ease off the tension. And when you catch yourself doing it, it's okay. It means, like I said, your body's trying to find a way to recover. But what I would like to see you do is, as quickly as possible, get back into propulsion forward and disciplining your muscles to work in a way that's going to help move you forward. So I'm pushing off with each step, because if you can do that while you're walking, it's going to make your running more efficient, or at least that's the intent behind it. So when you're doing short intervals, make sure that you ease into it, cut into your recovery 5 seconds, and start jogging again before you hit your sprint. And if you catch yourself with floppy feet on your recoveries, get a little discipline in your body, make yourself walk in straight lines so that your legs are pushing you along. So I hope those tips are helpful. Just trying to eke out, you're putting the work in, you might as well get everything you can out of your training. So have a good weekend, everyone. I hope you're out there enjoying your runs as much as I did today. Cheers.